Good morning. This is chapter 2, Teputepuimaka. This is E5. On the other side of the island, Ala and Tokemoana were able to raise a child, very handsome, strong, and a great warrior. One day, Ala whispered to Toke, "Look at our child. We haven't named him yet." They did not name him because they want to see what amuses his mind. He grabbed the stalactite with his bare hands and broke it, using it for spears, hunting axe, sword, arrow, and other stuff. And they both saw him grinding the edges of the cave, breaking the pointy rocks like toys. "Look at him, Moana. He's breaking the rocks with his bare hands." Toke insisted to Ala, "We can name him Teputepuimaka in resemblances of his energy and power to break the rocks Maka and use it for his purpose." Toke told Ala, "Our son is strong like me." Ala smiled and whispered back, "He is strong and handsome like King Mo'unga." "Aha," Toke told her. "Please do not mention that good-for-nothing king." Ala said, "But he's so cute." "Aha," and they both laughed. Toke told Ala, "How about we name him after the coward King Kotone, the jellyfish?" And Ala kissed him and chatted to him to not be troubled. And he joked back, "Of course I'm not. I'm just a little bit jealous." "Ach, I'm not jealous of the puffer who fought and cannot fight a fly," and both laughing. "Can you sing the lullaby, my queen?" Toke insisted. "All right, my love. Back me up." Ala sang the lullaby, backed by Toke. "The efi afi pea uongo I vale." Sometimes the Puimaka swarm and explore and went out hunting. Little did he know he has been watched by a woman named Fehuluni from the corner without him knowing that he has been watched. Sometimes the Tepuimaka asks his parent, "Is there any other people on the island or just us?" Ala and Toke did not tell their son that they ran away from the nasty King Kotone. They always interrupted by telling him legends instead. Tepu, Tepuimaka sometimes fought with the fierce shark, the wild boar, and the flying black eagle. And, and he allows them to go and sometimes tame them as his friends. They told him stories about Fehuluni, Taufatahi, and Taunana, King Mo'unga, and more legends in the time of darkness and magic. And one day the king's men went out fishing and were caught in a strong wind. They must take the karia to the shore and hid it on the other side of the cave and waited for the storm to improve. The next morning, Ala, who always swam on the side of the ocean, enjoyed her morning swim without knowing she has been watched by Toki. He was the watch person, and to his amazement, seeing the most beautiful lady on the whole island, and thought she must be one of the gods. Ala suspected that she was being watched because she had a break of a stick, and she looked around, grabbed her necklace, and disappeared through the cave. Toki quickly woke up everyone and told them, Hey, wake up, guys, wake up. I saw the most loveliest of all." Straight away, Maka knew it must be his sister Ala. Maka interrupted them. "There was a legend of Fehuluni told by my father when I was young, followed by another story of a ghost from Samoa who changed into a young fairy lady just in a manner to save his sister. Everyone was scared, and Maka told them, "You must not tell the king, because the king Mo'unga might come and see for himself, and if he won't see the woman, then our life will be in a bigger mess and trouble." Toki kept on insisting them, "I saw a real woman. My eyes cannot lie to me." While everyone was quiet and listening to the story, Futuna, Futu, started to run and call out, "Run, everyone! I saw a woman hanging on the tree." And that time everyone ran, even Maka and Malbo, suspecting they were on the coast island, fearing coast. Futuna, which was known as Futu, was laughing and told the men, "I cannot believe mighty Maka and Lord Malbo the ferocious ran for their life, scared of the coast." Maka kicked him and told him, "It's enough telling tales. We need to say it now quickly." When they arrived at the palace and explained their journey, Toki asked if he could speak to the king personally and was granted. Maka was scared because he knows they will probably go and bring his sister Ala. "Your Majesty," said Toki, "while we were waiting for the storm to come, I spotted one of the most beautiful ladies that I have ever seen on the other side of the island, and I'm very sure she's a human and a real woman." Maka sneaked to the wise owl, Papalulu's house, and explained everything. The owl told him, "Things happened for a reason. I hear the running of the horses, and at this moment, I'm looking for opportunity to begin a new dawn. You can only stand in the river once in your life, and that must be the end of our slavery. Let's go without attachment and follow the current. Tomorrow the island will feel the different currency which aligns to the law of nature." And he smiled, and Maka smiled back, knowing that this will probably bring good fortune to our island. King Mo'unga called the witch Mama Tofu. "What do you think?" She told him, "You must move forward and bring the fiancé and the fairest for yourself," with a wild laugh. "Go, Taika, my king." On the other hand, the fortune teller Mama Teki told King Mo'unga, "I think this is probably not a good idea. Who knows whether she's a human called a witch? Please do not go. Let her live her life, we live ours." King Mo'unga seemed not listening because of his greediness, and to satisfy his wants, the king was excited. He ordered, "I must go at once, at the dawn tomorrow, and look for the loveliest for myself." And he ordered Maka and Malbo, "You two go, and Toki, stay and guard the fort. Futuna Mehmet, let Toki loud. Go, so he gets a hiding from the coast." The next day, the king's men started chanting, "Ko Lulue, Ko Lulue," asking Lulu, the god of the seas, to protect them. And when they arrived at the other side of the island, it was at night. They angered and have a good sleep because they were exhausted from the battling the Kalia. Kalia, that's the king's boat. Malupo warned Futuna, "There should be no more dirty jokes." Both smiled. While the king's men were sleeping, Teputepuimaka saw the Kalia, and he dragged it and tied it up to a yiffy tree where roosters slept. "Good, this is looking good." And big smile from Tepu's face. When they woke up, they will see the mighty Teputepuimaka. At dawn, the king's men woke to the morning cockatoto too from the roosters. To their surprise, "O Yahweh, ko te volo yo Futuna." When he saw Teputepuimaka, the strongest bodybuild that he has ever seen, straight away Maka knows it is nephew, and must be his sister's son. Malupo called out to him, "Whose son are you?" He yelled back, "I am Teputepuimaka, the son of Allah and Tokemoana, who owned this island." Futuna yelled out, "Are you human or ghost?" And Maka smiled at him. The king's men so scared. Max asked him, "Could you agree to wrestle with one of our strongest, our mighty giant Folly, and see whoever wins? If you lose, you must surrender at once and bring your parents and come with us to the king." Futuna was laughing and told them, "Tepu will kick our giant's dumb head, and he will fall flat on his knees, and we must prepare his graveyard. And why don't we charge him out?" For he was so nervous and angrily told Futuna, "You see, little rabbit, I never lost a fight." Futuna told him, "Yeah, when you fight a dwarf, but now you're fighting the god of thunder." And he laughed. "Your request is granted," replied Teputepuimaka in a humble voice. Maka knows that Teputepuimaka will easily win their giant. Tepu agreed. At this moment, Allah realized that their son was not back yet, so she whispered to Toke, "We need to sneak out the cave and look for our son. He might probably out there somewhere." They walked towards the beach, right in front of the challenging game. Maka knew it's Allah, his sister, and Toke. He pretended that he did not recognize them. They realized him too. Maka ordered them, "Come forward," in a rough voice, "and sit down and watch the challenge." Futuna, "Yeah, hurry up and sit in front of the mighty Maka." The giant Folly grabbed Tepu and threw him in the air with all his power. He went up and came back, landed on the ground, causing a big movement like an earthquake. Every king's man looked in amazement. Now it's Tepu's turn. He grabbed the giant Folly and threw him on top of the iffy tree, and his head was crushing hard on the tree. Slapped every branch and fell unconscious, then passed away at the scene. Futuna whispered to Malupo, "I told you that he will be a dead chicken." Malupo poked him on the ear and signaled to him to shut. Everyone was so scared, shivering, and very nervous. Tepu told them, "Take this man and present him to the king as my present, and invite your king Mo'unga to come and pay me a visit. This is my territory, and I'm the god of this place." Futuna says, "I can stay and serve you. I can fight like a thunder god." "Let's go," Maka insisted. Tepu smiled at Futuna, and a warrior bowed. "At your service from the ruler of this island, and you are a good man." He smiled at Futu. That's it for today. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.